So Trey,
All right, what's good?
I got a question for you.
Okay.
So, you fall asleep, and suddenly you find yourself in the horror movie A Quiet Place. How do you survive? In a year, you come back to reality. So you make no sound, otherwise the death angels will suddenly hunt you down. What do? You are in a place where the death angels landed at, Mexico, New York, Shanghai, Millbrook. Weapons do not work against their highly armored skin, as they are immune to bullets, missiles, fire, and bombs. However, they cannot swim and are blind. How do you escape/survive? So for those who don't know, Quiet Place is it's a horror movie. It's a really good movie.
You watch it yet?
I have. I watched both of them.
Oh.
But essentially, that's what it is. There's these monsters or aliens that have come down from a whole different planet. They are completely blind, but their hearing is extremely sensitive.
That's how they find
And that's how they find you. As soon as you make a noise, bro, they on you. It's over. So let's say if you fell asleep and you woke up.
And there's no kind of like negotiating with these guys.
No, they don't talk. They kill. That's it. There's no like, yo, bro, let me talk to you. Nah.
It's on site.
It's on site.
It's
On site immediately, bro. As soon as you make noise, bro, they see you. It's a wrap. They don't care, male, woman, child.
Yeah,
they show no
you
mercy.
make noise. It's done up.
It's over. But the only way you do survive is essentially not making noise because they're blind. They can't see you, and they're hidden until you make noise. So like, it's not like you're walking around and you see them.
Okay,
You're
so
basically
they themselves behind.
Yeah. So you're basically living your life, but as soon as you make noise or noise is made around you, they come, and they're fast and they're quite strong. They're monsters at the end of the day.
Yeah, true. Okay. So I'm assuming I get to pick which one of those places.
You could choose, yeah.
I get to
yeah.
live.
So you could be in Mexico, you could be in New York, you could be in Shanghai, you could be in Millbrook.
I think it's Shanghai, isn't it? It's because that's in China, Shanghai.
That probably is Shanghai.
Yeah, it's Shanghai.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I would choose New York.
Why?
I would choose New York because that's close to the water. I'm not sure. I'm not good with my geology in regards to China, so I'm not sure if Shanghai is close to water. And I know New Mexico is not close to water.
Nah.
So I'd pick that.
Oh, so what's Millbrook?
No idea. No idea.
You were just gonna.
Never heard of that before. So I wouldn't choose. I would choose New York. Now, another question I would have before I kind of continue: when I essentially am dropped into this world, am I the only one around, or are other people also type hiding from this thing too?
I'm assuming there's probably going to be other people. It's real because I remember in the movie, it's kind of just this one family, but it also seems like everyone else was just murdered.
Yeah, the first time.
Yeah, like the
first week or something like that.
Like they wiped them all out, and it's just like this one family, I guess, kind of just like picked up on the memo.
It also helped because I think their daughter was like,
Their daughter was deaf.
or
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah. But it was hard because they had like little children and shit like that. True. Like one of their kids died, type shit.
Because he was messing with
Messing with the toy, and like that shit just came and snatched his ass. So.
Yeah.
It was rough. It was rough.
I'd try to find a boat of some kind. So I'd go to New York, go down to the Marriott, the marina, wherever they have those boats parked up. I think they're called marinas.
Okay.
And take one of those and go on the water and essentially just live on the boat for a year and just like fish.
So you're telling me you would live on the boat for a year? I'm assuming this has to be a relatively big boat.
I don't think it has to be like a yacht type thing. Like
I'm assuming it's not a dinghy.
Ones. No. Yeah, it can't be like a kayak or something like that.
Fucking canoe,
Canoe. It definitely has to be something I could sleep on. But I also wouldn't go that far out to sea. So like I'd be in like the Bay Area. So like I could still see the Empire State, not Empire State. Oh yeah, I guess the Empire State Building. But I could still see Lady Liberty.
So like you right off the coast.
Yeah. Essentially, because I can't swim. So like I can make as much noise as I want. They're not gonna come at me. You know, that's the only way I could see myself surviving. Because if I were to be on land, there's no guarantee I'm not gonna make some kind of sound at some point. Now, it's gonna be rough because I'm just gonna be eating fish for a year, and like.
I can't say this. You can like if you wanted to, like stock up
beforehand.
Yeah.
There's only so much I can carry though.
Obviously, but then you just make multiple trips, of course. obviously I'm not talking about it. This is not a one trip thing, but like
I agree with
let's
that.
say you have your boat, right?
Okay.
You go to Walmart or anywhere. At this point, no one's paying for nothing.
Yeah, you
It is
take
pretty much-
what you can and
Exactly.
dip. Yeah.
So you take what you can, and then you dip. So
Okay.
like you can make multiple trips.
I get that. But and this is kind of where it kind of comes back to what I was saying earlier. At what point am I dropping into this scenario? Have they already been a year in, and then I'm dropped in, and now I'm just supposed to?
I have a question. Does that change how you view it?
Yeah, it does, because by that time, a lot of the places are already looted. So, okay, I go to the grocery store, but everyone else has already thought to go to the grocery store too.
But not necessarily. It's only looted if what? There's people still living.
Yeah. And I'm assuming there would still be one or two people out there. Not even one or two, because New York City has a lot of folks.
So let's say if there are people still out there are still people alive. Obviously, it probably won't be a shit ton.
Yeah.
But there are still people alive.
Yeah.
Well, so what does that change? That the fact that you go to these grocery stores and get
Maybe it won't change, but it definitely lessens the amount of food that's there, and it opens up the possibility for aggressive engagement towards each other. Because, for example, say there's like one bag of Ruffles left. And like I pick it up, and his dad and his kid sees me pick it up, and his kid wants the Ruffles. It was like, all right, well, now we got to fight over a bag of Ruffles.
But now it's also like, now you're also thinking life and death.
Yeah,
Are you going to
course.
sacrifice your life over a bag of Ruffles? Because if you fight.
If I have no other food, then I got no other choice.
Yeah, but
That's why I would get the boat where I could fish.
But what I'm saying is you can still have the boat and still, because now you're thinking about it like this. Go hungry for a day or two, but still live. Or get to shaking with this nigga over here. And now like the monster comes and kills both of y'all. And now you're dead. It's for over a bag of chips, bro. Over a bag of chips. So now it's truly like it's a business decision. So that's why I'm like, y'all both looking at each other. And y'all both gotta be like, listen.
We are
Y'all
like
gotta
first come, first serve.
Y'all
like,
gotta understand.
You just leave it be.
Y'all gotta understand. Because if we think about it, if we fight, we all die.
Yeah,
If it's a father and a son and you, if we fight, we're all dead.
Yeah.
Or
You're gonna get loud regardless.
Exactly.
If you're fighting. There's
no
not
way,
fighting
bro.
quiet, bro.
Exactly.
You're not fighting quiet.
So either you take the bag of Ruffles and walk away, or he takes the bag of Ruffles and walk away. And one of y'all just a little bit more hungry, or y'all both die right there and then. So now you gotta
see, and I hear that perspective, but that's where not everyone is going to have that thought process as you.
That
so
is
just
true.
Just because, all right, cool, we have an understanding that whoever gets a bag leaves, or I'll give it to you.
So I have a question. Why not you be the peacemaker?
Because I'm trying to survive. Peacemakers don't survive in those type of times.
And yes, you do, because in this case, sound is what kills you.
Man, listen, I'm thinking for myself, and I'm
I
not
understand.
naturally, I'm not really a selfish human being, but in this type of scenario where it's life and death, and like, say like a zombie apocalypse were to happen, or aliens were to take over, I don't think about others at that point unless like we're family. I think of self.
But in this case, someone else can get you killed. Because all he has to do is scream, and it's over for both of you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you could. You're not wrong.
All they have
you're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong.
Yeah, it's over. It's over for you, bro. It's over. There's no more.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, in a zombie apocalypse is a little different because it don't matter. We can get to shake it right here and here over this food.
Yeah.
It don't matter.
It doesn't mean zombies are gonna pull up.
Exactly, but because of the
nature of what you're doing,
and having watched the movie, I kind of know. I've like seen it and see how the movie plays out, and like they hear noise, bro. They're coming.
Yeah.
There's no maybe they're coming this time. Maybe nope, they are coming.
And I'm not positive what the range is of how far they can hear, but I believe it's quite far.
They always seem to be around.
Yeah.
Just wherever noise is, they always seem to be around.
Yeah, someone's lurking. One of them is just lurking around.
Yeah, type shit. So that's why I'm like, listen,
Peacemaker would be good to play. I ain't go front. It would.
you get to see another day. Now that rest of the day might be rough for you. You might be hungry. You might be like, damn, oh fuck this nigga. But you're like, okay, at least I get to live. I'd rather go to bed. I'd rather eat, sleep, and see another day than to fight over a bag of Ruffles. And now it's me, this dude, and a monster. Now I'm trying to run away from Holmes and hope he don't, Now it's a whole different version. Now you're really trying to survive.
See, and I do get that, and I guess, like I said, Peacemaker might be the best option in that type of scenario, right? Yeah. But now I'm thinking, if he screams, because the scenario I brought up was a dad and his kid, kid wants to bag Ruffles. If the father's dumb enough to scream, because I'm assuming the father's survived for however long, if he's dumb enough to scream just to get me killed, he's also like condemning his kid to death. And maybe there are people out there that
but also
like that petty was like, I want those chicks.
But also, what if you come across a guy who is just him? And because it's him, he might be willing to sacrifice.
Yeah, but isn't in the movie, because I've seen them in the movie before, like the family is running away from danger, and whoever was making the noise at that time is what it chased after.
Yeah.
So I don't say nothing. He makes a sound. It starts chasing after him, not me. I just vacate the situation.
But first and foremost, you're running away. So you're going to make some type of sound running. But now you also don't want to be... It's like, imagine if you're in Walmart. It's just you and this dude. Mm-hmm. Now you make that noise. You're still within the vicinity of this monster now. Now he's out.
He knows.
And now he knows.
He's alert.
Exactly. So he might be eating Holmes and you're running away. But now he's like, there's something else here. So he might either, now if you stay in the store, now he might be lurking the store.
Yeah.
If you run away, he might be hearing whatever he hear you run away, and now he's, It's like you have kind of awakened the beast, so now you're playing that game of, now yes, he might just eat the dude and kind of
go off to his own
depending
device.
on how far you made it.
Yeah. This is kind of like why earlier I said I wouldn't want to go to these types of places. I in scenarios where an apocalyptic type of situation is going on, I don't want to be around other people.
Yeah, because they're going to fuck it up.
Yeah. More people around, more chances of
something happens.
You getting killed, man.
Exactly.
It's just better to just be solo, handle your own business, hang by yourself.
Type of shit.
Because groups get killed. You can't control what someone else is doing. Someone else is going to be an idiot.
Yeah.
So I would avoid large group centers. Avoid trying to go to a grocery store. If I did go to a grocery store and I saw a whole bunch of heads there, just leave and come back some other time.
But
that's why I would try to go get a boat. Maybe go down to Bass Pro Shop, get a fishing line or something. Just get equipment and just like learn how to fish and just like survive that way.
See, I think you can do that, but sometimes, and as you already know, I'm not the biggest advocate of fishing. It's my own.
You gotta vet that again.
It's my own beef. It's my own beef. It is what it is. To each their own. But sometimes it takes time to fish.
Of course.
And that's why I'm like, because what if you out on sea and you don't catch a fish for 2-3 days type shit?
I go hungry for 2-3 days.
But what I'm saying is, yeah, cool. But what I'm saying is, you can still do that, but you get certain supplies. So at least if you ain't catch no fish, all right, bro, I got a can of ravioli that I can eat. So I'm not 100%.
That makes sense. I get that. So having backup
food, having rations.
Yeah, I understand.
So maybe your primary source of food is fish, but God forbid you don't catch nothing. All right, cool.
There's another option.
I have another option. And you get enough to where...
I do feel, though, there's only so much that you can get within that year time. Because eventually, ravioli going to run out. Chips going to run out. All the non-preservable or the preservables will run out.
Of course.
Grocery stores will run dry. Like, all those things, after a while, is just, they're not going...
Yeah, well, that's why you're relying on the fish.
Essentially.
But at least you have a backup just in case. So at least you can eat a little something every day. You don't got to go days without eating. You can at least be like, okay, I had this today. Had some fucking dry cereal today. Okay, that's better than nothing.
That is true. I also want to get a cooler of some kind.
Yeah, also,
like a refrigerator.
You also got to think like this, too.
Because if I could freeze the fish, then I can have fish for multiple days.
Exactly. Also, you're on a boat. How are you cooking? How are you cooking this? Now, that depends on the type of boat you got.
That is true.
Is this a boat that has a kitchen you're able to?
Yeah.
Because if not, you got to make a fire.
You got to make a fire.
On some slow roast type shit, bro. So now you got to get the materials.
Definitely not the safest to make a fire on the boat that you're on.
No,
that boat catch fire, bro. It'd be quite awkward.
Yeah, facts. Now you're like, damn, I gotta go back to land type shit.
I gotta go back to land. I gotta go find another boat.
And whatever whatever rations you had.
Them shit's at the bottom of the sea. It's done up.
Type shit. There's nothing you can save.
Well, everything else.
So now you kind of got to take that in consideration. And I think regardless of what you do, you have to go to a store to get something. Because
you're gonna have to go to the store.
You're gonna need some survival stuff. So regardless, you're gonna have to put yourself in that type of situation.
I'd try my best. I'd get a skillet. Not a skillet. What are those like
a hot plate?
Yeah, one of those things that you could kind of just sit up and like cook on. I don't know where you can get one of those. Maybe Walmart.
Yeah, I think you can. It's rough because I can't even be like, order from Amazon type.
Do you fat?
Like you gotta find it.
Just have like their drone drop it off to you.
Type shit.
It's just.
But you actually gotta find it.
Essentially, so I have to, and I'm assuming at that point there's like no Wi-Fi, no cell phones, no nothing.
Nah.
So you're really just walking around until you find these places, you know? So like, and I'm not sure where I'd be dropped off at, but I have to walk around before I find the boat. Yeah. So I wouldn't even get to the boat immediately. Nah, I'm thinking I'd hop on. Nah, I couldn't even do it.
You can't even drive because the car makes noise.
Exactly. So you gotta take Shoeless Express.
Yeah, you have to.
You know?
And that shit tears, like in the movie, bro, that shit tear up a car.
Oh, yeah. Just
that shit fucked up a bus. Are you driving in a fucking sedan, bro? It's done up.
Yeah, I don't know, man. What would you do?
I like the boat idea. I do. I didn't even think about that.
It's the fact that they can't swim, bro. That's the safest option.
It is the safest option. It's the best option. Or at least take the boat to like an island.
Oh, yeah.
Type shit.
True.
That,
like,
it might not be.
Yeah.
And you could kind of chill there. I actually think what I would do is I would just, if it's just me, I'm going to just be quiet. I'm going to be quiet. I can still listen to music and stuff. I just have to use headphones.
Yeah, that could betray you, though.
So it can betray me. But I have to, I can use...
Because by you, and I don't mean to interrupt, but by you listening to music on your headphones, you might not hear that they heard you're listening to music. Because there's some headphones that are like, even though you're listening to them, other people can hear what you're listening to.
Yeah, they got to keep that shit on low.
Yeah, that's your best option.
Yeah.
Either that or just not listen to music in this unsafe location.
Yeah, well, what I would do is I try to find a bunker or a soundproof area of some
so go underground.
Type shit. If I can. I wouldn't make any noise. I will raid like everything, to be honest. Because that's what I would do. I would go to like Walmart and stuff, and I would just get a whole bunch of rations.
I get a gun.
Because that's how... Yeah, but that shit ain't really going.
I know it's not against them. It's more just like if people try to fucking rob me or something.
Just kill them?
Not even just defend off. Like, my whole goal isn't to kill someone, but if push comes to shove and I had to, I'd prefer to have a gun where I could do it at range.
It's rough because you can't
to getting
you can't even say nothing.
No.
So when someone pulls up and I just...
No, not even like that. I'm like, yo, stop. Or some shit.
You're better than me. My first move is probably gun.
Pull it out, just off rip.
Off rip.
See, that just shows aggressive. And it's like, all right, well, now I'm
But I'm not playing no games, nigga. What do you mean? I'm fine being aggressive.
But think about it. Think about it, right? Say hypothetically we're in a situation together. We don't know each other. We're not friends, no nothing.
Okay.
You know? We both go to the grocery store. We're doing our own thing. You see me, automatically put out a gun.
Oh, no.
I think aggressor. So I pull out my gun too. Now we're in a situation where it's like, bro, why are we doing this?
All right, might have got it twisted. I mean, if you come to my home, I'm pulling it out.
Okay.
If I
understand.
If I just see you on the street, like if we both don't know each other, but I see you, I might give you a little nod.
Yeah, just keep it pushing.
Keep it pushing. That's
Fair
it.
enough.
That's
I understand your perspective. Okay.
But I mean, I'm speaking as if
someone's coming to your place
and I see them keep, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I might not do it right away, but as soon as you hit that driveway, it's a
all right, nigga, back up.
What we doing? I ain't play no games, but they hop off, bro. I'm living peacefully, and I don't want to do this, but I will shoot you.
Okay.
But if I just see them on the road, of course, I ain't gonna just. I wouldn't just, like, if I saw you in the grocery store, but I wouldn't just shoot you.
Because that gun's gonna go off and then
there's a problem.
Start chasing.
But what I would do is I would probably just find a place that I could stay. And it's just me, so I don't got to worry about noise. I would get as much food and rations as I possibly can.
Okay.
And stock up and just kind of just live like that, bro. And just try to be as peaceful as I possibly can. I would probably cut down my eating.
You have to. You lose a shit ton of weight.
Oh, without
not only would you lose a lot of weight, but the stress of the situation would just have you losing a lot of weight.
Yeah, but I think if you're quiet and you know, I don't think I'd be too stressed. I think in the beginning I'd be stressed. Like first day,
Yeah.
probably rough.
First day'd be rough because you're trying to get all that together.
Yeah,
Like
you're
in my
trying to wrap your brain
situation,
around it.
compared to your situation, like you trying to go underground. I'm trying to find a boat. So you have to find a place underground that is suitable, that is one noise proof, that they can't get into.
Or what I can do
that
is just try to find a place and noise proof it. So maybe not go underground, but find a way to noise proof a crib. Like, let's say if I went back to my home in New York, I would literally probably live out of like that little basement area, the blue room. I would probably live out of there. Like that is where I'm living, and soundproof that bitch. I won't even use the kitchen. I'm not even cooking.
Yeah, don't make no noise.
Nah, bro.
Don't make no noise.
I wouldn't ever use a bathroom because I ain't flushing it.
Nah, yeah.
So
you might as well just dig holes outside.
That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Type shit. I wouldn't even dig holes.
You don't think you can dig holes?
Nah, why would I do the actual work?
Just be shit on your wall.
Yeah. Bro, and this is what everyone's going. Like, what am I? You know what I'm saying?
I guess, but like, I don't know. I feel like the smell would bother you after a while.
It's outside.
I guess it's fertilizer.
Facts, bro. I'm actually doing it.
I mean, I guess it's fertilizer for like the plants and shit, but still. I don't know, man. I guess we're just too.
Because
animals do that, but I just guess we're just too civilized to think. Might be too civilized to like think that's just normal.
Because how I'm thinking is,
but I understand the situation.
The shovel couldn't make too much noise. Who knows? But also, if you think about it like this, if we're living in a time where either everyone's dead or 80% of people are dead,
yeah, it doesn't matter.
Why does it matter?
There's no HOA payments. There's no No one's gonna be complaining about your lawn.
Exactly.
You probably don't have neighbors.
No, they're probably gone.
Yeah.
And if I really didn't want to, I could just walk maybe farther into my backyard.
Or go in their house.
Yeah, I could. But just like walking to someone else's, take a shit on their like step and then like walk back.
Yeah, if you just don't want it on your property.
Type shit. But I wouldn't care because like who am I? Who do I have to impress?
Nobody. It's just you.
Yeah.
It's literally just you.
Also, I'm like, at this point, bro, everyone's going. It's really survival. Fuck the whole like, oh, we're civilized humans. Nah, bro, this is survival. Yeah, I'm trying to live.
There is more primal now. At that point.
Bro, this is not a.
There's no going to work.
Nah,
there's no going to school.
There's
no any of that shit. It's do I have food?
That's it.
Do I have shelter?
That's it.
That's it.
Like, I don't gotta impress nobody. I ain't trying to wear. No, I'm wearing the same shit every day. Yeah. This whole wearing a suit thing, that's out the window, bro. That's out the window. I'm trying to survive.
It's wearing form-fitting
stuff where I can loose. I can move, bro.
Easy movement.
If I ever did have to run, bro,
easy running.
That's it. Getting a couple pairs of sneakers.
Yeah.
And that's how I'm rocking, bro.
Yeah.
I would definitely get a weapon just in case. I say this. I know weapons don't work, but God forbid if I saw one, I'm at least trying to shoot them.
I mean,
let me rephrase that. If one is coming toward me, I know, all right, bro, like this might be it. I'm gonna at least die trying. I at least want to say I pulled out the gun and started shooting.
Didn't the daughter come up with like that sound thing?
Yeah, it was from the girl's hearing aids because she was deaf, and it made this certain noise that like I guess kind of like opened up their brain in a way. And then they were able to shoot him in the head and kill him.
You try to do something like that. I'm not smart enough to figure that out, though.
Nah, I'm not doing it.
I don't know how that's done.
It's just like fucking with the thing is, though, I'm not...
The airwaves or something like that.
Yeah. But like, I'm not going to... I would try to maybe figure it out a little bit on my own. Because they were able to make a little bit of noise like in their house and shit like that.
It's because that... I'm not sure if this is correct. Correct me if I'm wrong. But weren't they posted up next to like a natural fountain? So because of the water was
they couldn't hear because of the waterfall. So because of the waterfall, so I know at times like the father and the son will go to the waterfall to talk because the waterfall was so loud they couldn't hear
them actually speaking.
They couldn't hear them.
So that's when they can actually.
As a matter of fact,
So that might have been also why they were able to live at that location.
Nah, but that only worked when they were at the waterfall.
They didn't live near by the waterfall.
Not close enough to where the waterfall was drowning out their own shit. They like, he took his son there. They were under the waterfall. Like the waterfall was coming down, and they were like just like right in front of it.
Yeah,
or right behind it, I should say. And that's when they were like talking.
They were able to speak.
I would only do that hearing aid shit if I had to. I'm not testing it out. This is not a thing where I'm gonna go outside and test it. And see
Yeah,
if this shit
actively
Nah,
try to.
nah.
Because you can get yourself killed in the
Yeah,
process.
facts. Like,
It
let me
don't
test-
work. It don't work.
If
and
it don't
then-
work, then I'm dead.
Yeah,
Like, this is
essentially.
not a fuck this whole trial.
I'm not
and
sure.
error.
I'm not sure how she found it out. I don't really remember, but
I also think she might have found out on accident type shit.
yeah, not even trying to.
And then they were like, "Oh shit, okay, cool."
It just so happens that
Just so happens that
that's just what took
that-
place. Nah, man. I definitely try to get the boat situation going.
I think that's a smart situation. I just don't want to be.
On water,
Yeah, like, I wouldn't mind it, but like,
it's just for the year, and that's what makes it easier for me. It's just for the year.
so
Like I don't mind be. I don't want to be on a
see.
boat
Also,
either.
here's my problem is. I mean, I guess I have to like learn to like fishing or figure that shit out.
Yeah, you'd have to learn real quick. You got no choice. It's for food. I want to do it right now for fun, cause like I think it'd be cool. Just
But
to,
you also got to think about this too. You have to find a way to, and this is why you need to go to the store too, cause like water.
Oh yeah.
Like, what are you gonna drink?
I have to.
I mean, you might have to take the seawater and try to purify it.
Yeah. I
like
have to
boil
just-
it on the
I have
little,
to like distill it or whatever the fuck it is.
boil it on the little hot plate maybe.
Yeah.
But like, you need some type of water or beverages, bro.
Yeah. True.
And this is why like you have to go to the. There's certain things you kind of have to go to the store, bro.
Oh no.
And at least if I'm on land, I have just more easy access.
I couldn't collect rainwater. Isn't rainwater clean?
Nah, I'm pretty sure it's like called acid rain. And like it can
No,
hurt you.
that's if like. No, acid rain is different than just regular rainwater.
I thought acid rain was rainwater.
Not what I remember being told in school, at least. I could be.
What were you told?
Acid rain was like from like runoff that happened over time from like sediment, all that other stuff evaporated, went up into the cloud, and then you get acid rain. You get regular rainwater just from like water that's built up over time.
I just need a yes or no, bro. And Google never gives.
Yeah, no, Google not gonna give you a yes or no. Google's not gonna give you a yes or no. They want you to know the information, all the information. They want you to be well informed and understand the topic at hand. I don't think it's the same thing. I think they're different. Both have different
I'm
circumstances.
not gonna read through this. You fucking fuck Google.
Did you learn anything?
It'll start talking about the pH balances, and I guess there's a difference.
It has something. Yeah, it has something.
But like, I
to do
just
with
don't.
that
Like,
as well.
We're mid podcast. I don't got the time to just like. This is like outside research that needs to be done. Type
Fair
of
enough, but I don't think they're the same. So
I
like,
still
if
wouldn't- I
I
wouldn't-
were on,
I would still boil it.
Oh yeah. I don't think you should just drink it off rip.
But here's the thing: you don't know how long it rains. You don't know when it's gonna rain.
True.
You don't know how long it rains for. You don't know how much water you're gonna collect.
Make sure there's just a bucket. There's just multiple buckets though.
I understand. That's fine, but like, what if you go through all your? What if we're in a drought? You already drank all your water. Now what? So now you're just gonna be parched, my nigga. Like, so that's the rough part.
No. What you would do, conserve your water correctly. Essentially, if you were to go through a drought, make sure during the rainy season, which you then have to figure out when the rainy season was, collect enough water to survive you throughout however long. So I guess I would need a bigger boat then. I couldn't. The boat that I was thinking of, it was not gonna work. Like I might need.
I'm thinking of damn near like a yacht.
Yeah.
Like I need a house on fucking on the water, bro.
Essentially.
I need a floating house. That's the
As
only way.
difficult as this would be, I still want to stick with it just because it guarantees easier survival because they can't get to me.
But I hope you
water.
know you have to keep coming back. You don't have to keep coming back because you're gonna have to get supplies.
That's fine. I would come back with a jet ski or something. Like I wouldn't bring the entire boat back. I'd just have the boat parked out on anchor out far. And then like either bring like a little speedboat or a jet ski or one of those things, like a backpack with all the stuff that I need. And then like go back that way.
Go back that way.
Yeah, I wouldn't be bringing the whole boat back. First of all, I'm not an actual like boat captain, so I can't. Once I take it out to sea, I can't bring it back in the harbor. Like that's
But you
not.
can drive it. You just might hit some type shit.
I don't want to hit anything. I hit something to start sinking, bro.
Hits the dock.
I can't. There's nothing I can do.
Also Titanic type shit. Bro. It's like damn, this is yeah.
Goes down bow first. It's like I can't. There's nothing I can do about that. Then again, though, the dock might be shallow enough to where it doesn't fully sink. It just like half submerges itself.
But that's still rough
Doesn't help myself at all.
because you're close enough to where the monsters.
They'll just easy jump on and
That's your ass.
Yeah, be done up. So I would keep it out there, bring a little boat back, do multiple trips, and essentially just like try to stock up to the most of my ability. Now, it's gonna be tough because the boat has an engine. So what I would have to do is paddle, and I'm not sure how successful that would be, to be honest with you.
But what you mean paddle?
Because like, all right, if I'm gonna take the secondary boat from that
or jet ski or whatever.
Yeah, or jet ski, that's gonna make sound. Of course, I'm already on the water. But
It's also how far in the water are you? Because what if you go a mile in? You're gonna paddle a mile?
No, I probably wouldn't paddle a mile. But what I would do, paddle to where I feel I'm at a safe enough distance to start up the boat, and then start driving, just so they can't get to me.
Regardless, though, like if you have the first real boat, the big boat, you gonna have to turn that shit on. There's no paddle in that.
Well, yeah, of course. I get that. And I'm not disagreeing with that portion of it. I drive that out there. I'm talking about the second boat, though. Each time I come in...
So are you going to have a jet ski or just a second boat?
A small enough boat to where and I'm not sure if a jet ski would be enough because I don't think you can carry stuff on like jet skis.
I mean, you have, like you said, a backpack.
A backpack, but I can't, carry like a 24 case of waters in a backpack. That'd be kind of rough.
I mean, you can't. It's just... You just have to break it down. You have to open up to enjoy it.
Each one, just put them in there.
You'd have to put it all in the
backpack
type shit.
But that wouldn't be enough to bring other supplies.
That's why you gotta make multiple trips. This is the one thing. It's rough living on fucking sea.
Because
it's rough living on sea.
You gotta do multiple trips.
Yeah.
I think it's still rough living on land though.
First and foremost, it's rough wherever you live. This is a rough scenario. It's shitty.
It's not a
shitty all around.
Scenario to be put in. It's just, I believe there's just so much room for error if I stay on land. Of course, yeah, I might be quiet, but who's to say I don't step on something that turns on? I don't stub my toe and start screaming.
Then don't scream, bro. You gotta hold it down, bro.
I remember that nigga got hit by what are those jaws? The bear clamps?
Yeah, type shit.
He started screaming there. I could give it
First
to him.
of all, a bear trap is different than stubbing your toe. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie.
Anybody who get hit with that would scream. Anybody.
Without a doubt.
Anybody.
Also, at that point, honestly, just kill me.
That's what the gun's for. You just kill yourself.
Now, I would kill I already screamed. I'm just waiting for Holmes to come.
Why wait?
If I stepped on a bear because I ain't gonna shoot myself.
Why not?
I just not. I just know myself. I ain't gonna shoot myself.
Not?
I'm just not going to. I'd rather just have the monster come and just...
So you'd rather go through the pain of it, like, beating you up?
Yeah.
Instead of just put one bullet in the head and call it a night?
Yeah.
Really now?
Yeah.
See, this is completely different compared to how you are with the whole military thing. With the military thing, you got no problem killing yourself.
Yeah, military is different.
How is that different?
Because I feel like military is like, it's just a whole different... Like, military is force. Wait, when did I say I'd kill myself for the military?
On multiple occasions, not on the show, but on multiple occasions on one-on-one conversations you've had. He's like, I just kill myself. And I'm like, if they force you to go in, I just kill myself. And I'm like, bro, why not just serve? Like, why would you?
Well, first and foremost, I would first just try to hurt myself. Then if that didn't work, then I also said I just do jail time.
But the scenario I brought to you in those scenarios where you could do a jail time, you just kill yourself. And I'm like, why not just...
Either that or I just refuse to the point where they have to execute me.
Fair enough. I just find
because
it funny,
even if they put me in what you call not peanut platoon or...
the peanut battalions.
Oh,
penal battalions. Yeah. So they just have you.
Because think about it, if I'm just like, no. Like if I just sit down, I'm like, no. What you gonna do?
I mean, one, they could kill you themselves.
That's what I'm saying.
Or they force you to kill yourself. That's what Germany used to do.
How would you force me to kill myself?
Have you take a cyanide pill?
I still view it as them killing me.
No, it's not them because you're the one taking the pill. So it's kind of like if I gave you a whole bunch of drugs to overdose on, you're still killing yourself.
Fair enough. But in this case, I just probably just have the monster.
You just have the monster come and kill you.
Ideally, first and foremost, regardless, even what I said with the whole military thing, that's like we're talking about last resort.
Yeah,
We're
so
talking
you're not-
about absolute
You're not getting your
last
draft.
resort. Yeah, like, bro, we're talking about.
You're not getting your draft papers and just shooting yourself.
No. We're talking about like that'd be wild, bro. Like as soon as I got it, bro, you've been selected. Load up the 22. We're talking about absolute last resort, as in I done exhausted all other options, and this is it. In this case, because there's a creature out there,
It will kill you regardless.
then I'd rather just
Have it kill you.
have it kill me, bro.
All right. That's
I
fair,
also just
man.
don't think it's like good to like kill yourself because like in the Bible it says a lot about.
Hey,
not
listen,
killing.
I
So
don't
like
disagree with
that's
that.
why I'm like really like, if I kill myself, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I understand that situation. I do. But I guess in my mind, if something like that were to exist, I don't know if a God exists at that point.
nah, I think God exists.
I just don't know.
Why would- why wouldn't?
I'd be questioning everything.
Why wouldn't a God exist?
For all the things that the Lord has created,
Of course.
a monstrosity like that just specifically comes after you to kill you is just not something that I feel would exist on this planet. And if that were to be actual fruition, it's not a God's creation. Now, I could be speaking out of my ass here, and I can't speak for the Lord himself. But that's just my mindset and how I'm thinking. Like, listen, if an abomination like that exists, there's no God.
Crazy or not, I still believe there's a God.
Yeah.
I believe just like everything, the Lord has never. Because I feel like in that case, then nothing bad would ever be created. Because I understand that as a monstrosity. And maybe that might be considered an outlier. Maybe that's why you're saying it, because it is so like. It's a monster, essentially. But at the end of the day, it's like a monster kills just like cancer kills. But what's the difference? Just cancer isn't a physical monster that you could see.
It's a disease.
But it's just a disease. But who's to say that disease is not causing just as much pain as the monster would cause?
I can't disagree with that. I genuinely can't.
I also would be like,
That's kind of like, that's actually, before you make your statement, that's atheists' argument to why some of them don't believe in the Lord. It was like, well, if God existed, why would we have some of these diseases that we have? I actually met a woman that she was like, she doesn't believe in the Lord because this so-called God that we believe in gave her whatever disease that she has, and she has to live with for the rest of her life. So she's like, how can a God exist if you would do that to your people? And I didn't know what else to
well,
respond with.
I think there's a good. I always think there's a good and bad. That's just how the world is. It's good and bad, and sometimes you need the bad to appreciate the good. I also believe, and this is just my view of it. If God sent His Son Jesus Christ down here, right, and He was tortured and He felt all this pain and all this suffering, His Son literally, He sent His Son to die for our sins.
Yeah.
So if the Lord sent His own Son to suffer, what makes you think you're any better not to suffer?
I do understand that.
So it's like Jesus Christ, the Son of the Lord, suffered. So why do you think that because of that you won't suffer?
You made in His image, you wouldn't suffer too.
Exactly.
Yeah, and He also went through death. So who's to say?
Exactly. Also, to my knowledge, I don't think the world was supposed to be like this, but because of the whole Adam and Eve, everything done changed.
True.
So now this is just part of the world we live in.
Yep.
Also, just as in, I think everything can look at both ways. Yes, the Lord done send monsters and it sucks. But I'm alive. So don't you think that's a blessing in and of itself that I'm still alive and I'm still living? That everybody else who did die, the Lord chose me to still be around and still be moving and living. He blessed me enough to give me life. Even with these monsters here, even with all this. 80% of the population is gone, but yet the Lord has blessed me enough to be a part of the 20.
It's hard to argue against that logic as a person who does believe in the Lord.
Yeah, I know you also believe in God, so it's yeah.
All the stuff you're saying is making sense. However, in the moment, it feel like, bro, why?
Like what's going on type shit. Like yo,
Why is this happening?
Yeah, facts. It's like what's
It's
like what's good, bro?
You know,
What's
like,
good?
At that point, I'd be contemplating, like, what's the point of all of this? Why are we being put through all this? And of course, like you said, you know, an argument can be made, but like God don't give you problems that you can't handle.
True.
But I'm like, bro, these are monsters that can't be killed. Like military went up against them, all got murked. You know, regular people going up against them, all got murked, bro. Our government and all that stuff has been shut down. One of the greatest countries on the planet has come to a full stop. America don't exist no more because of these niggas. So it's like if some of the greatest human inventions can't take them out, what kind of abomination has the Lord sent? What have we done as people, as God has sent down to murder us all?
I have a question. Maybe this is just how he's ending it. So, like, you know how the Lord is supposed to return?
Yeah.
What if this was his way to be like, this is how I'm returning? I know he did say by fire.
I was literally just gonna say because that would make I get that, and what if that were the way? But if someone were to bring that to me, I'm like, but that makes no sense because that's not what he said. I'd understand more if like the world was burning. That makes sense.
Would it help if these monsters were also on fire?
It would. Tremendously. Like, all right, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now everything is tied together. Okay, Lord, I got you. My fault,
now
brother.
I'd be less likely to kill myself. Like, all right, well, they're burning, so maybe there's if they're like burning and everything they ran past got set on fire. Like, oh, okay, cool. But at that point too, then I'm starting thinking, yo, are these just demons?
Facts.
Like, did he just send demons down to like
Murder everybody?
fuck us?
It's like, oh, it's over, bro.
I don't know. It'd be rough, man. Overall, the situation, it would not be fun to go through.
Not at all. No.
At least you're only surviving for a year, but that is 365 days. And
then after that, everything's back to normal.
yeah, everything. Essentially the horror story would be over for you. However, when you came out of it, you'd be a changed person.
Yeah, I also think too, like, especially if you're spending a lot of time alone. I think regardless, like,
Yeah. You spend a year I'd spend that year by myself.
yeah, I wouldn't really be hanging.
I wouldn't be talking to nobody. I wouldn't be hanging out with nobody. I'd even stop listening to music. I wouldn't. I know you said you would. I wouldn't associate with any kind of sound.
Yeah, I try not to.
And
I really wouldn't make no friends. I wouldn't try to meet nobody.
Nah. I'll see my friends when I get back.
Type shit.
Because it's just a year. So I survive, then I come back home. If I die, then I don't.
What if you met a shorty and she was trying to get with you?
I don't give a fuck.
She was like, yo, let me get on
I'll
the
get
boat.
with a shorty in a year. It's just a year, bro. It's just a year.
She's like, yo, let me quarantine with you. Let me get on the boat with you.
Nah.
Also, it's me and you against the world.
Nah.
You wouldn't?
Nope. Would you?
Nah.
I wouldn't do it, bro. I don't care. I don't care how good you look.
This might sound harsh, but I threaten to kill her. I'm like, yo, like, get away type shit. Like, I'm serious, like, get away.
Because I feel threatened by you talking to me.
Yeah. I'm already scared enough that you're this close and that you're comfortable to even, like, speak this much.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm going to need you to get away.
Yeah.
You got, like, 30 seconds.
Back up.
Type shit. Yeah, facts. Back up. I'm so serious.
I might start pointing the gun at her, too.
Type facts. You got 30 seconds as I'm, like, reloading it, getting everything ready.
Yeah, I definitely would. I wouldn't be okay. I wouldn't want to make friends with anybody.
Facts. I'd be like, here, write down your name, write down your number. When I wake up and life is back to normal, I'll give you a call.
See, but I was thinking it's more along the lines of it's just you. So you're going into like an alternate universe. So
damn, yeah.
So whatever person you meet stays in that universe. You just come back to your.
I wasn't thinking about an alternate universe, but it could be that.
I'm assuming you were thinking about it if it were to happen.
Yeah.
Just today.
Yeah, like I just wake up and be like, damn.
Interesting.
So like even some of the people we know now, some might be alive, some might be dead.
All right, but hold up then. If that is the case, some were alive, some died. A year goes past. Do those people that died not come back now?
I assume they do come back. Because it says everything goes back to, you go back to reality after a year.
So if you die in the process and a year goes past, do you then come back?
Nah, I'm assuming you're the exception.
You're the only one who died? That's fucked up. I don't like that at all.
That's what makes the whole, because other than that, then it's like, why would I? Because other than that, there's no incentive of you trying to survive.
True.
Because
you just get killed.
Exactly. Imagine they're like, oh, everything goes back to normal. But even if you die, come a year, you'll be back to.
Yeah.
Because that's why am I going through this?
Yeah, you just
soon as I wake up, I'm yeah. Also, they're gonna come through and kill me immediately, and I'll go through a little waiting period of whatever that death is.
Yeah,
and the next thing I know, I wake up and it's like,
and it'll be quite instantaneous for you because like,
exactly,
you don't know how long time.
Next thing you know, I wake up, walk out the room.
It's already a year.
Yo, we going to the gym?
A year's already passed.
All right, cool.
Facts. A year's already passed. Like nothing changed. Nothing happened. Nothing.
Because there's no incentive if there's no incentive to live in that case. So that's why I'm like, you're the exception to the rule. So you have to. It's like you have to play the game, or else.
That's fair, and I do get that. I'm not happy about it.
Oh yeah, of course, of course. It is kind of like, yo, why the fuck does everybody else?
Yeah,
and like I gotta deal with the bullshit.
Like all my niggas, everyone else,
Type
everyone gets to live. If I don't survive though, then I die. At that point, I'm gonna be even more prejudiced. Like, yo, fuck everyone. Like, everyone else can survive, bruh. Everyone else can survive, but me. At that point, I'm like, yeah, I don't care about anybody. Like, I need to make sure I survive because I know for a fact I'm gonna see y'all niggas in a year. So like, if I live, cool, I'll see you in a year. If you die, I'll still see you in a year as long as I survive.
What if there's a chance? What if it's one of those? Would you be prejudiced if it's like a 50-50? Like, there's a chance if like that person dies, they might come back.
Yeah, but you also might not.
But they might not.
I guess I wouldn't be as prejudiced then. If that were the case, I wouldn't be as prejudiced, and I wouldn't be as strict with that mindset of like fuck everyone.
Because there's a chance that you'll never see.
I just wouldn't fuck over the people I care about. But like everyone else, it's still fuck everyone.
Even if it was like your boy, you wouldn't want to team up?
Nah.
So if I caved to you ain't teaming up with me? If I found you, I'm like, yo, bro, what's good? I'm like, yo, let me hop on a boat.
Fair enough. I would just because I know your mindset and I know you ain't going
like do some shit to like sabotage.
Yeah, exactly.
Get on the boat and then start acting a fool. Like, yo, let me whip this shit around a minute, bro. Let me whip this shit.
Crashes it and sinks. I ain't gonna front, bro. I'd be so upset.
Crashes a bitch in his.
I go hit an iceberg or something. Fact. I'd be so upset, bro.
I'm like, yo, my fault, bro. My fault. It's like you're already like 200 days deep type shit, bro. It's like you done set up a whole routine and stuff by how you like to do your shit.
I'd be quite livid. All right, you'd hear from me a decent amount.
Nigga, fuck you.
The monsters hear from me too.
To be honest, that'd probably be one of the few times where I think you genuinely be like,
yeah, bro.
It's like, yeah, he's genuinely upset.
I'd be upset. I'd be quite upset. I don't think any level of mad I've ever been would be able to. Yeah.
I even think once life got back to normal, you'd probably still be a little pissed.
Yeah,
I'd be like, nigga, yo, you could have killed me. Like I could have.
We both. Well, better yet, because it's just me. So like, yeah, we both could have
died.
Oh man, yeah,
that'd be hilarious.
I don't know.
But I wouldn't purposely crash the boat. Frankly, I would.
And that's why I'd be okay with you, because like I know this dude's mindset already. Yeah. I know kind of where he's at. So all right, cool. Anybody else though, it'd be iffy just because I don't know their mindset. I don't know how they think. I don't know what they're if they can hold it down, if they're actually loyal type shit. So like I'd be very iffy with other folk. Okay. With other folk, definitely.
That's fair.
We still got time.
We have a little bit of time. Yeah, we spent the whole time.
A little bit of time. Do you want to do like the older woman question?
Yeah, we could do that.
All right, cool. Do you want to explain the situation that you told me?
So, as a lot of people already know, there's a lady by the name of I think her name is Draya Michele. And she's dating this basketball player, Jalen Greene. So she's 39. He's 22. And there's been backlash because basically she's pregnant now with his kid. And a lot of people are giving him backlash.
They say that's just doing me, right?
Yeah. Because essentially, like, she's kind of known for, like, hooking up with
basketball players?
With, like, basketball players or guys who have, like, a lot of money. And she's kind of known throughout the league, and a lot of people know her. So the fact that he now got her pregnant, people are low-key like. Some people are like, yo, it is what it is, like, good for her or whatever.
Because they're two consenting adults.
They're adults. But a lot of people are also, like, clowning him in a way. So it's like, bro, like, why would you? Now, she look good.
Yeah.
I ain't even going for 39, bro.
You showed me a picture of her, and I ain't going to front. Shawty's quite.
She look good.
She's good for her age.
But they're basically saying, like, well,
she look like a 20-something-year-old.
Bro, she does.
She could pass for 26.
She does.
27.
Facts. Yeah. But they're basically saying, like, she's doing this so she can get a bag. Essentially, because he's an NBA player, she's not going to have her kid, and, of course, there's child support. There's also a video of her talking about, like, how she's very free-spirited, and she doesn't believe she's not traditional, and she doesn't believe that both parents need to be there.
Yeah, she said from the video I remember you showing me, she was like, if they both agree, like, hey, we want to have a kid.
She was like, if you want to have a kid, I have a kid.
Yeah.
Then we could just have a kid and
just call it. They don't need to be together as a parent.
Exactly.
I disagree with that, but That's
That's a whole nother. That's a whole nother topic.
nother topic. But essentially, the question would be: would you get an older woman pregnant? Would you actively, knowingly, go out there and do something like that?
Ideally, no, but I would say this: it depends how much older. If my age right now and a 39-year-old, no. There's no way. There's no way. That's wild.
Yeah.
But like, first and foremost, I'm gonna say this.
What about?
What are you gonna say?
What about if she was 10 years older, so not 39, 33?
A lot of these are gonna be no, just because right now my mindset, I don't want kids. But like
fair enough.
For I guess the all intents and purposes of the game. I'm gonna say no.
All right, what were you gonna say?
No. I basically just kind of explained what I was gonna say about the whole because like I already know at this age I don't want to have a kid at all. So regardless, my answer really to all these honestly is really no. But because we are kind of playing this, like asking this question hypothetical, I am trying to like think as if playing the game, as if let's say if right now I was actually ready to have a kid.
Yeah, you wanted that.
Ideally, no.
Because
ideally, if I'm going to go older, I would like her to still be in her 20s.
Okay.
So
like
I guess
20, 26, 27-ish.
Type shit. Once you start hitting like 29 is really like
That's when they try to lock you down, though.
I know, but that's
when they try to get you as a guy. So even if she were a year older, it's like you're 23 now. Say she was 24, you wouldn't, because your mindset is no kids right now.
Well, that's just due to my mindset because I don't want kids right now. Yeah, but let's say like financially I was able to have kids and I wanted to. 24 I wouldn't have a problem with.
All right, so say you had the financial ability to, would you do 39?
No.
Yeah, so there's no situation where you do 39.
No, not at all.
Is there a situation where you do 33 or 35?
35 probably not. 33 maybe.
30?
Because here's the thing, like she's not traditional.
No.
But like I'm a little more traditional. So I'm also thinking, one, how many kids can you give me? At 39, you probably ain't gonna give me
it might just be
a whole bunch. It might just be that one.
It might just be the one.
I'm more likely to do 30. If you gave me just 39 and 30, I'm definitely more likely to pick 30. Why? Because even at 30, she could still pump out a couple of kids.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the younger they are, obviously, the better. I also...
True.
This is just me. I really don't want a whole bunch of baby mamas.
So you just want the one?
Ideally.
Yeah, ideally, if you were going to have like 6 or 7 kids, it's just from
I don't want to have fucking 3 or 4 women to deal with because now that's just a lot to juggle.
That's a lot to deal with.
That's just a lot to juggle. So ideally, I want to have one. So if I have one, she's kind of my girl. So now I'm over here thinking like, do I want to lock myself down at 23 to a 33-year-old woman? I don't think that's that smart.
Do you have like an actual number of kids that you would ideally want to have if you could choose?
If I had to pick a number, probably around like 6.
Okay. Now say whatever woman that you did get with doesn't want to have 6, but you already got her pregnant once. Like you didn't find out that she didn't want to have 6. She got 1. She's like, I'm done at 1. Would you then, because you want 6, go out and try to find?
I might got to.
Yeah.
I might got to. I know that probably sounds horrible. And like, no one watches this shit now, but eventually this shit's probably going to be clipped. I might got to. It is what it is, bro. At least I'm honest.
I respect it.
It is what it is.
I respect it, man. I do. So you go out there and be like, listen, if you're not going to give me more, I'm going to go get more.
Type shit. I might got to. Ideally, I would kind of like a lot of kids. And this kind of would change my mind. And I'm realizing this from like older people and even like my parents. I'm realizing a lot of older people, like, to a certain extent, it's like their kids is like really all they got. And I've noticed a lot of people take a lot of joy in their kids, you know.
Yeah.
And I've heard a lot of older people say too, like they wish they had more kids. Like they wish they had like another one or extra 2 more.
Yeah.
Like they want kids. And I think a lot of it is just due to because when they're older, they're still able to have that connection with their kids. Now, obviously, some parents aren't great parents. Some people don't.
They say not every kid deserves a parent, but not every parent
deserves a kid. Yeah. Also, I do understand too. Sometimes people get into falling out with their kids.
True.
Sometimes some people don't like their views or whatever.
Yeah.
Not everybody's close with their kids.
Yeah.
fair, fine.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think kind of the more kids you have, I think as time goes on and as you get older, like imagine compared to having one, and now you have that one kid that, yeah, you could talk to or call, but imagine having six. Imagine those six, especially if you have a good relationship. Now you have six people that you done created that you know love you and that you now have that connection with forever because that's your seed.
Yeah.
Compared to maybe only having one.
Yep.
Also, kind of dark and morbid a little bit. But if you have one kid and that motherfucker dies, rough.
Yeah, that's your life.
If you have six kids and one dies, that's still rough. But you still kind of got like
and you know,
five
to go off of that real quick, that is why in the past, 100 so odd years ago, people used to have so many kids because the infant mortality rate was
so high.
So you have 6, 7, 1 or 2 of them end up getting killed throughout the process.
You still have,
but you still have a couple
like
others.
5 left, 4 left.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
We're fine.
Yeah.
And also, I just think it's cool to kind of have like a big family, and I think it'd be cool to like be close.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, if she can only give me one, it might be rough, especially if it's just a daughter, because I am kind of like the last. No, it has nothing to do with females, bro. But like, because I'm kind of like the last of my lineage, I kind of do need a male to like carry on my name.
You're a Waller.
Type shit, exactly. So like, because of that, that plays a role.
What if, hypothetically speaking, you just never got, like, no matter you tried
Never got a female?
6 times, bro, and you
Then that's what it is. Then I will set my fate then.
Okay.
But that's different compared to I tried once.
and then you just
And it was, compared to, okay, I done tried 6, 7 times. All my kids came out females. I'm just like, all right, Lord, this is my lot in life. And I just accepted it. I'm like, okay, you know what, fair enough, fine. You know, but at least I could say, okay, I tried.
And you never know. Maybe one of the daughters like, yeah, I'm gonna keep my dad's name. They could do that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't see it happening, but that's true.
It's happening more and more though.
Would you get an older female pregnant?
No, I couldn't. I couldn't do it because one,
Even if she looked like how Shorty looked?
even if she looked like how short, I could bag her without a doubt. I could do that.
She looked too good to just
yeah,
like, let her walk?
bro.
I'm
I'm at least gonna say I hit.
He's stupid. I believe he is kind of a little stupid for what he did, but at the same time,
As a young man,
I can't blame him. I'm not mad though.
I can't give him too much shit. Man.
I understand.
I wouldn't do it, but I would definitely have like
Yeah,
have hit,
facts.
without
Facts.
a doubt. No, I wouldn't get a woman older than me pregnant. Oldest I would think I'd go personally is a year older than me.
Not anymore. So is she 27? No.
Nah. Mm-mm. We're just not at the same place. It was just not.
Even if you had millions of dollars and you're financially able to take care of a child.
Even so, I still want to get a girl younger than me. Because I want as damn near as many kids, maybe more than you do. So, like, if I were to do that, we need to start.
You should have 11. I have 11. We can set up.
We have like a
football game type shit, bro. We can do football and soccer.
No, yeah, for real. Because
they both need 11.
Yeah,
Facts.
Yeah. I can see that. We just be the coaches.
Type shit. Type shit.
The Waller versus Park.
Facts, bro.
That'd be lit. That'd
Have the
actually be
fucking
pretty cool.
the
Yeah,
fucking
bro.
headset type
Headsets
shit.
in the book.
Have the fucking
playbook and everything, bro. Got them out there running plays. Damn, that would be.
That'd be actually kind of cool, bro. That'd be actually kind of cool.
Could be like a traditional game type thing.
Facts, bro.
Like every year.
Every year type shit,
Get
bro.
together, you know, like their version of the Super Bowl in a way, you know. That'd be really cool. But
So you want a shit ton?
yeah. I don't, but I do. So I'm on the.
I feel you.
I'm on the.
I either want 0 or a bunch.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really want no in between.
I want no in between. Like it's either gonna be like none, or like 7 and upwards.
Type shit.
It's just not gonna be. You know, it used to be 6, but my cousin taught me into 7. So I was like, all right, fine.
How the fuck they taught you into one more?
They were like, you shouldn't do 6 because like that's the devil's number. I'm like, you know what? I get that. So,
all right, well,
so I did 7.
All right, well.
See, that's what happened.
That's rough.
I didn't think about it. I'm like, damn, you know what? You're kind of right. You're kind of right. So they were like, either go down to 5 or go up to 7. I'm like, you know what? I could do 7 because 7 is my favorite number. I was like, all right, fine.
I might gotta do 7.
Do
Either that or 5 now.
Yeah, what are the two? But regardless, if you get 6, then you gotta go for another one.
Type shit.
you try for 5, you get twins, so now you have 6. It's like, damn, I gotta go.
Yo, imagine.
I gotta go for 7 now.
All right, fair enough.
Gotta go for
fair
7
enough.
now. But I'm not in between. I'm either on the extremes of I don't want any kids at all,
Okay.
or I want a whole bunch of kids. And personally, I would want to do that with a woman that's younger than me. So like, say I had all the financial money I had right now, I'd try to find me like a girl who's in her 20s. So ideal age would be a 20-year-old woman. And like, we just start.
So the highest you'll go is 24 then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that means so between like 20 and 24 for you.
Mm-hmm.
Anything higher than 24 at this current moment.
It's too much.
Okay. And I'm assuming that number goes up as you get older.
As I get
so
older,
once you get to 24, it turns to 25.
Essentially, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that age ages with me.
Okay.
So I'm
Fair
30,
enough.
31.
Okay.
And then it goes on to like 25 or something like that, I think. If I did the numbers correctly. Remember, maybe like 26 or 27.
Okay.
But regardless, usually like either 3 or 4 years younger than me, a year older than me. And that's like my okay.
Okay. I have a little bit more leniency. 30's too old, but I'll give it. I say
30's too old.
I say maybe 27, 28.
27, 28. And does that change when...
28. Damn, I'm 23. You're like 27. 28 is pushing it.
28 is like 2 years off of 30, man.
Yeah, I know. Like 27.
It's quite high up there.
26, 27. I think 27 is probably that.
But I'd do that. If she was like, I only want one, I wouldn't get her pregnant. I'd try to talk to her about this ahead of time.
What if you didn't? What if let's just say hypothetically she got pregnant
Without us planning.
without you planning it, but then you were like, all right, well I'm trying to have more, and she's like, nah.
I'm gonna do what you did.
Oh, it's like it is what it is type shit.
Yeah. And I also believe like as much as I don't think it's right, I know it's a very common instance with I'm not talking like the average successful men, like extremely successful men, like men who have like billions of dollars. They tend to have like a whole bunch of kids to like a whole bunch of different women. Like that nigga, what's his name? I think Elon Musk. I'm not sure if this is the actual number. So for those out there listening, do your own research. But I believe he either has like either between 7 and 11 kids, between like 4 or 5 different women. So I'm like, well, I mean, listen, man, if you got the kind of money to take care of these ladies, I mean,
we're also talking about he varies between number 1 and 2 richest people in
yeah, bro.
America. So I mean,
he's top 1 or 2.
Yeah, type shit, bro.
Like he's not top 5.
Nah, like
top
1 or 2, 1 or 2. Bro.
Yeah.
That just depends on the fucking month at this point, bro.
Exactly. Exactly. So you kind of got like that. Then by all means, take care of them.
I'm trying to if at least personally, if that happened to me, I'm trying to have as little baby mamas as possible.
Yeah, the richer I get, the less I care.
Really?
Yeah. The richer I get, the less I would care about having the amount of baby mamas. And I see it more as not even just drama. I just see it more as like I'm spreading my seed and I'm trying to make my lineage as
it's like Genghis Khan.
Yeah, in a way. So like when I leave, there are as many genes of Trey out there as there will ever be.
I guess I just don't want to deal with like that. I'm just not trying to deal with that many people. Because that's also just more responsibility and shit like that.
Yeah.
Which is fine, which is perfectly fine. I'm not trying to shy away from responsibility, but the less I just feel like it now. It might not necessarily even be the more peaceful. Cause I think it's the type of woman.
Yeah, it's the type of woman you're dealing with. You can get a whole bunch of girls pregnant, but because they're all peaceful, they're all cool with each other.
But I just still think that like that's just like less people.
And I do believe the more ladies you do get pregnant, the higher chance you have of getting a woman that is problematic
type shit
compared to just the one.
Yeah.
So I think it's smarter for you to do it that way. But the more personally successful I become, the less I care.
Less you care about that.
Yeah, because at that point I just want to have kids, like as many as possible.
Okay.
Like, say I was a billionaire now, I'd already have like 3 or 4.
Yeah, if I was a billionaire now.
Yeah, it's just I would just be taking care of them. Like I have no problem giving. I'm very much of a giver. I have no problem giving women money. I have no problem providing for my kids, all that stuff, putting them up in houses. If I understand if the mamas don't want to be in the same house, cool. What house you want to be in? Like, you are the mother of
my child,
so I'm taking care of you. And the more money I have, the more I would just explain to them the situation it is. Like, hey, listen, I want you for kids. That's it. I want nothing else out of you. Now, if you want to be with a man for something else, I think you should be with a man that has a little bit less. because I'm not going to share all these resources with you just for.
Or not necessarily even a little bit less. Just a man who wants that as well.
Yeah, true.
Because a man can have as much as you, if not more. But if that's what he wants,
that's what he wants. Exactly. So I would explain it to them. If you want to go out there and work and all that stuff, cool. But that's not what I want. I just want you for children. Like that's
fair.
And that might sound kind of fucked up, but that's just the case, and that's how my mindset would be. The more successful.
Kind of like that female, low key.
Yeah. Like the male version of that.
Damn near. All right, well, we are getting to the end of the show. And around this time, we give advice. Trey, you have any advice you'd like to get to the people?
It's tough. I don't. So I'm going to just say focus on your goals. Try to stay focused on your purpose and what you're supposed to do in life. And every now and then, don't shy away from just like thinking of a hypothetical and just talking about it with your friends, because it can be cool. You can get some cool situations out of it. It can be quite fun, and no one likes a Debbie Downer who can't take a joke. So I'd say that
also kind of helps keep your mind open a little bit.
True. Yeah.
Imagination is a cool thing. What I'm gonna say is I feel like a lot on here we preach a lot about like being disciplined and staying focused and stuff like that. But every once in a while, have fun, especially if you're young. I'm not saying do anything stupid. I'm not saying get addicted to drugs and like fuck up your whole life.
Facts.
But sometimes, especially being young, it could be extremely hard to be disciplined. It could be extremely hard to stay focused. And sometimes you might find yourself in a little bit of a rut. And sometimes you truly do just kind of need a little bit of a mental break. And I think a mental break is good. Everything within moderation, of course. I'm never really going to completely preach that you should go out there and like do drugs and like fuck yourself up. But what I would say is whatever your form of fun is, if you've realized you've been disciplined and you've been on your stuff, feel free to let loose every once in a while, especially if it's not going to mess up your goals and mess everything up and blow everything out of proportion. It's okay to kind of have fun and let loose a little bit. So that'll be my advice. Thank y'all for watching. We appreciate you guys for real. Yeah. Anyway, podcast is available on YouTube, Spotify, and on Apple Podcasts. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel for exclusive content such as the Wednesday show. Also, we have other channels. NOA Reacts for those who like reactions. We also have NOA Podcast Clips. Those who are not able to fully watch the full podcast at length, you can watch little clips. And there's also NOA Adventures, which is me and Trey's vlog page, really just us living life. So give those check out. Yeah. You can find us on Instagram. That's going to be NOA_podcast. You can also find us on TikTok. That's going to be NOA Podcast 1 and NOA Podcast 2. Once again, thank y'all for listening. We appreciate y'all. Y'all take care.
Have a good one.